What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders out there. Y'all already know who it is, but if you don't, it's Kavai Ray Valentine. You done pulled up to the block market. This is Hood Money Investing. I wanted to holler at y'all real quick because I can see that people are still holding on to their seats when it comes to AMC. And, I'm not trying to do any back and forth videos about where AMC is going because I already told you guys I have a $50 target and a $100 target, and anything above that is just out the ballpark for me, and that's the reason why I have other portfolios with AMC in it. And GME as well. Right now, whoever's, holding AMC, you need to take off those stop losses. I mean, because, that's what they're trying to trigger those stop losses, and stop you from either, they're trying to make you make some type of psychological move. And, at the moment, everybody's saying that they're diamond hands. So if you're diamond handing, why would you have any stop losses on? So it's one of the reasons why you see these big rips and you see these big dips. It's because it seems like they might be trying to trigger stop losses. But it looks like it's been consolidating pretty good. I mean, it's just clear that it's being manipulated, So to go back and forth about AMC going to the moon and they're doing this and they're doing that, they're doing exactly what they did with GameStop. $77 was that the high? Let's see. It was like $77, right? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But if that was it, it was like 77 or something like that. I don't feel like trying to dig through anything and make a mistake. Let's see. 77. Oh, it was 72. Excuse me. I could have been did that. It was $72. So if that was the high, you would have to look at, GameStop and how 50 was its high or something like that. Let's go see. GameStop was, its high was, it was not 483. GameStop went over 5 something. And you have to if you were in GameStop for, anywhere before it happened to squeeze or make the move that it made, because they actually stopped the squeeze, you would see that this was what took place with GameStop, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if AMC jumped back up to like high 68, 69, maybe even 71, and then, or 70, and then drop right back down to 50 or, 49, and then constantly just keep jumping from them levels from 30 to 72 or 70. I wouldn't be surprised, because that would still give them an opportunity to constantly make millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars on calls and puts, and constantly shorting it, and with them controlling and manipulating the stock market, it's easy for them to, see through these new YouTube content creators who's holding and who isn't. I mean, it's hundreds of thousands or millions of comments being made a day, and computers with these quantum upgrades, I mean, they'll be able to make a graph instantly charting, how many people are still in and how many people are getting out, giving them a clear, a blueprint of how they'll continue to keep on playing this, because people are still holding, giving them the opportunity to keep making money as people get in and as people get out. I mean, now it's becoming, more and more known. I mean, and more people are jumping in. So it's just, because at the end of the day, it's still the same price action. And we've seen this consolidation hold strong for weeks with a high volume that will show that, even if they're trading back and forth, you still have new buyers and you still have old, retail investors that's been involved for months that still hasn't sold. So it just really doesn't make any sense for these content creators to keep on saying that AMC is going to the moon. It could go over $100, $200 in time, but that's another thing that most people aren't, thinking about. They didn't get into AMC to wait a year. And now you hear these content creators saying it's going to be a year. You should have known that by watching GameStop. They've been pushing GameStop down since January. What's that, 6 months? 5 months? So what's the difference? People were just expecting the squeeze to just instantly happen. And we've been talking about this for months. But like I said, let's wait till the end of June and the beginning of July, if you've been here with us. And we'll be talking about how people are going to be losing interest in these content creators if they're really paying attention. Why do you think GameStop, all the news around GameStop died? That's because people started realizing that the ones that were talking about the squeeze in January, February, and March, all of a sudden changed a different tune. And you know what I mean? And what they were saying about it going back over $300 or $400 did not happen. We are in June and GameStop has not made it back over $400. But go back to the videos about GameStop from January to March and listen to how many content creators were saying it was going to go back up like that. So that's what I'm saying. You have to take heed to what's happened before, and that's what's taking place right now with AMC. So I just wanted to say that to all you beginner investors and traders out there. I'm still holding. I still have a portfolio with AMC that I plan on holding is over, 100, over 200 if it happens. If they happen to let it, break like that. But after hearing Citadel, Melvin Capital, and all these other hedge funds hold AMC, they're shorting AMC, they're making calls on AMC. It's just like everything that they're doing is so illegal. I just can't understand what makes people think that they're just going to. It's like I said, I really have nothing else to say. I only watch some of these. Like I might listen to a channel here and there, but it's just to listen to the rhetoric. And so I can just project what I believe these people to be doing. They sound like politicians. They just keep on promising you something that it just doesn't seem like it's coming. And if you're smart, you'll go ahead and take money and put it into other plays, because you are going to have other stocks that when it comes October, November, December, they're going to bounce back extremely, hard. And you're going to be so stuck on AMC, because you got to remember AMC just started breaking about a month ago. Add that GameStop time into AMC. And what I just said about other stocks that you're not paying attention to, right? And the time that they can break out. AMC, 5 months like GameStop, and how they've been doing GameStop holding it down 5 months. And people are trying to make this $1 trillion company. You're just going to keep pushing money into the company, and they're going to keep holding it down and find different ways to funnel money into different venues. Oh my God, I don't want to keep getting into it. Okay. Like I said, okay, AMC is okay. We're going to say, it started in May. Okay, it's June, July, August, September, October. Okay? Okay? So you don't let that much time go by just staying into AMC and not paying attention to crypto and other stocks that are going to rebound. Okay? Don't do what a lot of us did with GameStop, sticking, to the technicals and the data and believing just based on the data and the technicals that was going to, push the price up back where it was and beyond. When, we have other powers that be that intervened, which people forgot about, and AMC, for some odd apparent reason, when it's moving up now, GameStop is going down. So it's just like you guys just not paying attention. It's just people that are so brainwashed. It's just unbelievable. So get your money, make your money, because it's money in the stock market. But just don't be batting, every time for a home run. I mean, sometimes it's good to hit that ground ball and get on base, man. Sometimes it's good, man. So then we can load them up and then bring them home. You feel what I'm saying? So I just wanted to talk about that, see how y'all feel. It's Kavare Valentine. I feel like AMC can still make a move up over 100, but it's all in due time and how they feel about letting that happen. You got it's so much going on right now that, like I said, I think those things are being used as distractions to allow people to think that AMC is being strengthened and their investment is being is getting stronger and stronger, which is keeping you stagnant, thinking and waiting for just one play to blow. I mean, while other investors are, like I'm not going to front. Hey, I'm in like, it's like maybe 2 or 3 other stocks right now that I got my eye on, and SOS is one of them. Like, I really got my eye on SOS. And that's because I'm going to keep saying it. A friend of mine told me about it he told me about Riot when Riot was $7, man. It was like $6-7, and I made a couple plays off of it, but I never bought into it. I made a couple option plays that made some money, but I never jumped into buying some shares, which I should have bought at least 125 shares, 130 shares. Didn't do it. And it broke up. The high was like $79, man. I think almost $80. And I know that SOS is associated with mining, Bitcoin and Ethereum recently in the past year or so, and a little bit under a year. And it's not what people have thought. People downed it, months ago, and that's why the stock price went down, because they were saying the company was fake and this, that, and the third. But if you do a little homework, man, you might be surprised, So, that's one of the players I'm looking for. And I got my eye on a couple more. And after, I do a little bit more homework on it, I might throw them out there. But I keep talking about the SOS because I think that is the next play for me, and those others that are invested in it as well. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investing guru. So make sure you do your homework. Remember, this is your boy, Kavare Valentine. And man, please, man, stay smart and make sure that you think about this more from, a perspective of how the system has always worked. Don't expect it to automatically work for the people now. And even though we can change that, we can, but you have to make sure that you're not brainwashed into believing that you are. You see what I'm saying? You have to know that you are. And knowing that we are is not falling for the same tricks. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to say. It's Kavare Valentine. You pulled up to the block market, this hood money investing. And to all those beginner investors and traders and all those traders out there, I don't care what level you on, please, let's keep making this money and help each other, man. I'm out of here.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. You're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put y'all in the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.